Hey guys, and welcome to a brand new video where today we're going to be looking at reviewing the Lensball. And this is it. This is the Lensball. This is actually the Pro version, which is 80mm big. They do two versions. They do a 60mm and an 80mm. And if you have no idea what this is, it's basically a crystal glass ball which is used as a prop in photography to take stylized pictures. And if you've been looking around on social media, you've probably seen pictures with the Lensball absolutely everywhere because they have kind of taken the world by storm. And like I just said, there are two versions of the Lensball. There's a smaller version, which is 60mm big and weighs 250 grams and costs $24.95. Or there's the bigger version, which is this one, which is the Pro version. And this weighs 650 grams and costs $34.95. Now, I personally prefer the Pro version. I think it just looks better in pictures and stuff, but which one you get is obviously entirely up to you. If you want to get the smaller one, that's absolutely fine, but I think the bigger one looks better in pictures. And when you decide which one you get, it actually comes inside of this really well packaged little box. It feels quite Apple. It feels good quality. It makes you feel like you've actually spent your money on a company which actually respects its product, because it actually comes with this nice packaging. And when we open it up, we actually come across this little sleeve, and inside of this little sleeve are lots of little pictures of the Lensball being used professionally. So we can actually get some really nice inspiration by professionals who actually use the Lensball. And also there is a sticker, which we obviously love some stickers. And then next up, we obviously get the Lensball itself, which comes with this really nice soft microfiber cloth carry bag, which the Lensball sits in, and we can obviously use it for traveling around. I'll talk about that again in a minute. But again, we can see that this is just a high quality brand because it actually has this really nice hard wearing foam on the inside of the box. So when it's being transported to your house, it's not going to rattle around and get damaged or scratched or broke or anything. They've really thought about the design of the packaging and just made it feel really top quality. And this is also shown by the bag which this comes in, the microfiber soft cloth carry bag, or whatever you want to call it. It can double up as well as a little bit of a polish for the Lensball, because the last thing you want is to have a dirty, smudgy Lensball and ruin your pictures. So this really works well to kind of polish the Lensball to get off all those kind of grubby fingerprints and stuff. When we're holding it, we can literally just polish it, take the picture, and then put it straight back in the bag, so we're not going to be getting any dirt or grub onto the actual Lensball itself. And then this is obviously great to put into your camera bag as well, because then it's not going to pick up any kind of grit or dirt or sand, or even if you put it onto the floor, it keeps it protected all the time, because obviously we don't want to get any imperfections or scratches on the actual Lensball itself. I read online as well that only 1 in 4 get past quality control. The other 3 kind of get rejected, recycled and remade into better quality Lensballs, because Lensballs stand behind it, and that's why they are slightly more expensive than the other cheaper knockoff versions of the Lensball. So keeping it inside of this carry bag is a must. And finally, whilst we're talking about keeping it in a bag, I'm going to do a little sidestep now and talk about a word of warning, because this thing can cause fires. They know about it. They obviously give it to you on this little bit of leaflet as well. They talk about it on their website and stuff, that it's basically a big magnifying glass. So on a hot day like today, when it's about 30 degrees out, this can channel the heat of the sun into a tiny little pinprick next to it and can cause a fire, which we obviously don't want to do. And even if you're holding it wrong, you'll see there's a tiny little hot spot. You don't want it to basically burn your hand, because it will hurt quite a lot. So if you're not using it, I highly recommend keeping it in this bag. Get it out when you're using it, take the pictures, put it straight back in the bag so you don't cause any unwanted and unnecessary fires. So overall, what do I think of the Lensball? And I have to say, I have really enjoyed having this in my camera bag. I don't normally use props in my photography. I normally just take kind of straightforward looking landscape shots or shots with people in it. I don't normally put props in the scene. So having this in my camera bag has made me think differently about photography, and making me think a little bit more kind of arty or stylized, where to put this and how to take it, what sort of depth of field do you want? Do you want it to fill the frame? Do you want it to be kind of just off into the side of a frame or something? It makes you think differently about your pictures. So if you're thinking about getting one, I would highly recommend getting one. And whilst I'm on the topic of it, if you click the link up here or up there, wherever it appears, I've done a top 5 ways of how to use a Lensball. You can go over and check that out to give yourself some ideas. Thanks again to Lensball for sending me this, and I have to say this isn't a paid video, sponsor video or anything like that. It's not an ad. They sent me this to do a review, and it's a really cool piece of kit, and if you're interested, click the link in the description down below and go over and pick up one of these yourself. Thanks so much for watching today's video. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please give this video a big fat thumbs up, and until next time, keep on creating.